Hello and welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event today. We have some fantastic schools. I'm excited for you to learn all about them, but before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. Oh, and by the way, I'm Jennifer and I'll be your facilitator tonight. All right, so your camera and your microphone are off. The panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to ask questions of our presenters at any time. You can leave a question for all of our representatives to weigh in on. Maybe you're looking to see which school has a certain major or an out-of-class activity. You can also leave a question for a specific school by including the name of the school with your question, so their admissions counselor will know that you are looking to hear from them. Also, this is just one of many different sessions that are happening as part of the CASDA programming. We hope that you attended our first round and are excited for the round to come. It's not too late to sign up, so we hope you'll check the schedule on the website and join us for our upcoming session. This presentation is being recorded, as are all the presentations, and you're going to find them posted in the upcoming days at the same website where you registered. You can see that website on the screen, stryscan.com/CASDANY. All right, well, I'm really excited to turn it over to our first school. We are going to be learning all about Central Connecticut State University.
Well, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. My name is Alec Latang, representative of Central Connecticut State University. I'm going to go ahead and quickly just share my screen real quick so that you can actually get a sense of who we are as an institution. And basically, Central is a modern public regional university within the Connecticut State Colleges and Universities system. Founded back in 1849 as a teacher training facility, CCSU is Connecticut's oldest publicly supported institution of higher education. The university values the development of knowledge and its application in an environment of intellectual integrity, as well as open discourse, where the CCSU community has a rich history of engaging in activities that range beyond campus to help our neighbors and our fellow citizens. The college guidebook, Great Colleges for Real World, talks about get in, get out, get a job, selected CCSU as one of the best 200 colleges in the nation. The College and University of CCSU each offer a distinctive mission as well as a range of programs, and you will find that in the various school opportunities that we offer, such as the Carol A. Ammon College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, the School of Business, the School of Education and Professional Studies, the School of Engineering and Science and Technology, and the School, of course, of Graduate Studies, allowing for students to have that ability to do a bachelor's plus a master's program. Our undergraduate curriculum offers over 100 different majors in more than 80 fields of studies, a breadth of programming that promotes postgraduate success in whatever career you may choose. Programs range widely: liberal arts and sciences, teacher education, nursing, engineering, technology, the sciences, and of course, business. The university also offers a wealth of programs that enrich and further diversify educational opportunities, international and area studies, and study abroad opportunities, which will prepare you to become more global citizen. As you can see, our makeup, our students come from around 32 different states and internationally from 40 countries. Our undergraduate population is roughly around 9,600, with 36% student of color, with about a 54% male to 46% female, 1-to-1 male to female ratio. Most popular degree programs this past academic year was in the computer info science, marketing, in business, education, psychology, and social sciences, while our engineering and nursing still remains sought after at the institution. We boast about a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio, with 95% of our professors holding the highest terminal degree or doctoral degree in their program of study, and an average class size of 25. So even with 9,600 students, we still find a way to make our campus that intimate setting that you're looking for as you're going through. So CCSU offers both student internships, where many interns may connect with local and area businesses and agencies, as well as co-op program opportunity, which provides an invaluable career-related work experience, plus the opportunity to make connections with potential employers, often leading to permanent employment. We're located in a neighborhood on the northern edge of New Britain, 15 minutes from the state capital of Hartford, and about 2 hours from New York City, and 2 hours from Boston. With a campus of nearly 165 acres and over 40 buildings, we offer a welcoming and attractive campus featuring state-of-the-art technology, places to study, relax, and enjoy while making friends. We offer 10 residential housing, as well as where 23% of our students currently reside on campus. Sports are at the heart of CCSU active campus life. We offer 16 NCAA Division I sports. The Blue Devils men's basketball, cross country, football teams, and the women's soccer and cross country teams have frequently been crowned the Northeast Conference champion. And the university also offers clubs and intramural sports for those of you who just say, you know, I just want to connect with folks and get a game on. Our target applicant or future student ranks in the top 40 to 50% of their class, maintains above a 3.1 GPA average. We are test optional, but the average student achieved just about 1,100 on the SAT and a composite of 22 on the ACT. In the last few years, we've seen the various struggles that have affected U.S. students, and we've done our best to help ease the stress, such as moving to a test optional policy, as well as adapting our merit scholarships to focus specifically on the GPA earned and not the test scores. What you'll see in front of you, we have over 150 plus clubs and organizations and activities, and this is just to name a few, such as Keisha or Waka Flocka Flame or T-Pain. We even had our former President Barack Obama on campus, where students had an opportunity to engage yet more with him. And as I mentioned, in regards to the heart of the institution, this just lists the variety of different activities that are available to our students. We believe in providing a blanket of support for our students, where you will find things such as our Office of Veterans Affairs, our Student Wellness Center, our Student Disability Services, our writing labs, math labs, Center for International Education, a place where students can actually not only develop an understanding of their curriculum or program, but find resources that will help them to excel while being here. We believe in that study abroad initiative, but we also believe in the ROI. This is just to name a few of some of the organizations that our students have gone on to, whether they're in the accounting or finance field working for companies like Travelers, or in the sports management entity working for places like ESPN. I so look forward to helping talk a lot more about who we are as an institution, and look forward to the various questions that you may have towards the end of the session. Thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Ali, for starting us off and sharing all about Central Connecticut State. We're on to school number 2 today. We're going to be learning all about Sacred Heart University.
Hey everybody, my name is Rachel. I'm from Sacred Heart University, and I'm just going to share a little bit about our application process and what our school has to offer for you guys. Okay. So here's just some SHU facts that we have. We are the second largest Catholic university in New England, and our total enrollment is about 9,000. So we have about 6,000 undergraduates on our campus. Some of our academics at Sacred Heart. So we are made up of 6 colleges. So we have our College of Arts and Sciences with our School of Communication, Media, and the Arts, School of Social Work. We also have our Isabel Farrington College of Education, our Jack Welch College of Business and Technology, and right under that we have our School of Computer Science and Engineering. We have our Davis and Henley College of Nursing, College of Health Professions, and our St. Vincent's College. We are made up of 80 plus majors, minors, concentrations, and we also have undecided options as well. We have 40 plus masters and doctoral programs. And we have our class size is 21 students, which is giving us a ratio of 14:1. Study abroad is pretty popular at Sacred Heart University because we have our very own Sacred Heart campus and in Dingle, Ireland, and in Luxembourg. So we have over 60 other programs in 30 other countries around the world. You could do a full semester session, you could do 2-week intersessions, or you can even just take some summer courses if you want that experience to study abroad. All majors have that ability to do so. We have a first-year experience program at Sacred Heart. So as a freshman, you'll be coming in and getting your first-year advisor who will help you with the academic transition to SHU. And then once you decide on a major, you will then get a major advisor come your spring semester freshman year. Our first-year experience course, every freshman does have to take that. And it's an 8-week course in the fall, and it is taught by a SHU staff member and an FYE student assistant. And it just covers different topics relating to how you have a good transition into your college career. Our Center for Career Development is pretty important at Sacred Heart. I know it's kind of crazy to think about the career development process, but this has an array of different programs. So we have writing workshops, resume writing workshops, alumni job shadowing, job and interview preparation. We even have an undecided program called Discover You, and it kind of helps you figure out where you want to be for a major. 99% of full-time employment or graduate study placement is within 1 year of graduating at Sacred Heart. These are some of our pioneer internships and outcomes. Getting involved on campus is very important at Sacred Heart. We have 60+ clubs and organizations, student government, academic clubs, fraternity and sorority life. We are Division I, so we have 33 Division I NCAA teams. We have over 35 club sports and intramurals. Our performing arts program is very big at Sacred Heart. And we also have campus ministry and multicultural organizations. Living at Sacred Heart. So we do offer 4 years housing at Sacred Heart. You must live on campus your first 2 years. And then after that, you are more than welcome to live at Sacred Heart, or you can move off campus. We do have virtual tours of our residence halls available online. Our growth of SHU. So we are constantly growing each and every year. This is our Pioneer Village for our students, a brand new dining hall. We have several brand new residential buildings, all in one area. This is our Center for Healthcare Education for you folks who are interested in nursing or healthcare professions. It's more of a simulation hospital is how I put it. So you'll be learning a lot of hands-on experience, even when you're not doing your clinicals. Our West Campus is dedicated to our business building and our education courses. The Ideal Lab is more for our computer science, our engineering students. It kind of gives them a laboratory to just give so many ideas and put it to work. So they really get to see their ideas come to life. This is our Verizon iHub. So we have employers, they do come in here and they meet with other students, kind of help them with the internship process and even jobs after campus, after college life. Our Multicultural Center is very new on campus. You know, it's a great place to have inclusive thoughts, you know, different backgrounds, and it's just a safe place for our students to go and ask any questions they may have. This is coming into 2023. It's our Martiri Family Arena. It's for our ice hockey team. We have our women's and our men's and our figure skaters. So here are some deadlines for applying to Sacred Heart. So our next one is Early Action 2, which is the deadline is February 1st. And then anything after that is considered regular decision or rolling decision. Some of the requirements we have letters of recommendation, an interview, and we are test optional. This is our honors program. And you do receive an honors scholarship. And any additional information, you can look at sacredheart.edu/apply. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to any of the admission counselors. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for presenting on Sacred Heart today. All right, we're on to school number 3. But before we get started hearing from the University of New Haven, just want to remind our attendees about the Q&A. This is just a snapshot about each of these schools. So if you have a question that you're really curious about, put it in the Q&A and our representatives would be so happy to answer that for you and direct you to even more information from their school. All right, now I'm going to turn it over to the University of New Haven.
Good evening. My name is Phil Howard, and I'm with University of New Haven. I work in the admissions office. And one moment, I'm just going to share my screen here with you and give you a brief overview of the University of New Haven academics and some of the things that students can do on our campus. The University of New Haven was founded in 1920 on Yale's campus in New Haven, Connecticut. Of course, in 1960, we moved to our current location, which is in West Haven, Connecticut. So that's why we're the University of New Haven. However, we're currently located in West Haven, Connecticut, where our main campus is located. We have a little over 5,000 undergraduate students. And then we have lots of majors and programs to choose from, over 100 of them, which is a nice size in terms of academic programs that are offered for a school of our size. And then we have minor and certificate programs, which will complement your major. And you can get a minor in a subject matter as well as a professional certificate. The average grade point average is about a 3.5, 1130 on the SATs and 24 on the ACTs. And we are test optional for all programs this year. We have a average class size of about 20 students, so 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you get to know your students and you get to know your faculty and get to meet other students on a daily basis. We have our location here, which is a little over 2.5 hours from Boston, Massachusetts, and about 90 minutes from New York City. So we're in a semi-metro location. In terms of some of our academic programs that we have listed here, we have 5 different colleges. The College of Arts and Sciences, where you'll find our liberal arts programs, your mathematics, our communication program we've got 3 different areas of concentration and communication. We also have music and sound recording, music industry, marine affairs, marine biology, and a lot to offer on the sciences like biochemistry, biology. And then we also have the Pompey College of Business, where we've got business analytics, business management, finance, accounting, and we have lots of other business programs. One of the newest being esports and gaming. So the business side to the esports industry. And then we also have the Henry Seeley College of Criminal Justice and Forensic Sciences, where we have one of the top forensic science and criminal justice programs in the country, along with national security, international affairs. We also have a fire science program and fire protection engineering. So lots of very unique options and opportunities. Then we have the School of Health Sciences, where you have health sciences, nutrition sciences, paramedicine. We also have some very unique majors as well there. And then we also have the Tagliatelle College of Engineering, which has all the major disciplines of engineering, as well as chemical engineering, civil engineering, and then we've got cybersecurity and networks listed here, which is a high demand for job opportunities for students that are graduating. We also, when students are applying, have opportunities for students to become accepted into the dual degree program options, where students can get their bachelor's and master's degrees in 4 or 5 years. That will be in the acceptance package. And then a little bit of information on career development. We have an award-winning career development office where we have them help our students with putting together their resume, Dress for Success program, as well as opportunities for job and employment opportunities where we have students have the ability to network throughout the campus. And then where some of the students have done their internships, here's an example where there's some of our business students have worked with business, Bank of America, ESPN for some of our sport management students, Mystic Aquarium for some of our marine affairs, marine biology students. We have the local hospital, Yale New Haven Health System, for some of our forensic science students and some of our students that are majoring in the sciences. So lots of really good opportunities. And then we have Division II athletics, 17 to 18 different varsity athletic programs, club sports, as well as a new building, the Burgundy Center for Science, Technology, and Innovation, which has just recently launched this year, which has a 40,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art technology. So that's just a quick overview of the University of New Haven programs, academic programs, and some of the support services and some of the things to do around on campus. So thank you. If you have any other questions, feel free to send them in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Phil, for presenting on the University of New Haven. The next school we're going to hear from today is Western Connecticut State University.
Okay, give me a second to share my screen here. Okay, everybody can see that?
All right, Julio, it is on the presenter mode, but we're going to get that switched around, so don't worry. If you could just take your cursor to the upper, I believe, left corner of your screen. I'm tracking it. Or maybe I'm backwards, so try the other side. Keep going. I'm hoping to guide your over to change the display settings. So if you could just, let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh, I just lost your cursor. There it is. Okay, if you could move it to, try moving it to your left. We'll see if I'm guessing the right way.
I will just put it on regular mode and go from there.
Yeah, I was gonna try that. So with like your mouse, I think you're trying to move it, but sometimes the internet, it gets me, gets us all.
It is what it is, as they say. So give me a second.
Yeah, take your time. We've got time built in, and we all know Zoom life for sure by this point, so everyone understands.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yes. Yeah, we just need to get the display switch from presenter to the viewer mode.
Okay. Let's see if this works. And if not, I will just go from normal. Is that still display?
Success. Looks great. See you, hear you, full screen. Good to go.
Great. Well, thank you all for attending today's virtual college fair. My name is Julio A. Torres Jr. I am an admissions representative from Western Connecticut State University, also part of the Connecticut Schools and College University system. We are located in Danbury, Connecticut, approximately an hour and a half from New York City, and approximately 2.5 hours from the Capital District, and about an hour from Dutchess County in New York as well. Now, With that, we have a wonderful campus with a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We also have 4 different schools at Western Connecticut State University. We have 50 different majors, so we're a medium-sized institution. We have a little under 5,300 total students, 75 different clubs and organizations, 18 different sports teams, and about 118-year history in the greater Danbury area. We have 2 locations about 15 minutes apart from each other, our Midtown campus and our West Side campus as well. We have a first-year program that takes a variety of forms to provide academic and co-curricular support as students begin their university life. And this allows students to transition into the university and appreciate the various values and culture and resources of our academic community. And any student who is declared a major will be assigned an advisor that is a professor within their program. If you will come in as an exploratory student, you're given an advisor within our advisement center. And our academic resource mentors are peers and campus resources that assist and encourage a balance of academic and everyday life, as well as our Career Success Center begins working with students during their first semester on campus. Now I'm going to take you through just a couple of traditions and various academics. So the picture that you see on your upper right-hand side is our gate ceremony, which we have when applicable, where our entire campus welcomes the incoming class to our wonderful institution. Within the school, we have 4 different schools, as I mentioned. We have the Ansel School of Business, the Maricasa School of Arts and Sciences, our School of Professional Studies, and our School of Visual and Performing Arts, as well as our Kawathi Honors Program. Our Ansel School of Business is accredited by the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business, and our Justice and Law Administration program is one of our most popular majors within that. And the AACSB accreditation is a worldwide accreditation. Our Maricasa School of Arts and Sciences is one of our larger schools. Within that has our communication, biology, computer science programs are quite popular, has 13 departments and about 18 different majors and 5 graduate majors. Yes, at Western Connecticut State University, not only do we offer bachelor's degrees, but we offer master's and doctoral degrees as well. Our professional studies school is home to one of our most popular programs, our nursing program, which at last record was ranked number 2 in the state of Connecticut, according to nursing.com. And 80% of our health and professional studies majors students are either accepted to a grad school or employed within 1 year of graduation. And over the past 6 years, the average pass rate for the national exam has been close to 93%. So again, the health sciences are one of our specialties at WCSU. In addition to that, teaching is one of our stalwarts. It's actually what we were founded on. So we do have elementary and secondary ed teaching programs as well. One of the most absolute beautiful buildings on our campus is our Visual and Performing Arts School, which houses our art, music, and theater arts program. And it was a $97 million facility that is state-of-the-art with recording studios, black box theater, main stage, and a concert hall. And it's home to 220 of our music majors and 13 full-time faculty as well. And all students interested in any of our music programs, including musical theater, must audition through the department as we go through that program. The Kauai Honors Program has a little over 400 students currently enrolled. So it's about 10% of our population at WCSU, and you'll be considered for the honors program upon your application to WCSU. Now, as we move forward, we'll talk a little bit about student life on campus. We have campus traditions, including our Clubs Carnival, which happens every semester and every beginning of the year. And one of the unique things I think about our campus is our day of service, where our entire campus shuts down for the day, so that way we can be of service to the greater Danbury area. And as I said before, we're home to over 75 different clubs and organizations that represent a variety of interests, including Greek life, student government government association, radio station, outdoor club, so on and so forth. Now, I mentioned before that we do have 2 locations. So we offer convenient campus to campus shuttle service that runs concurrently as we go through. Now, a couple of other things. What are we looking for? Solid B average. We do have SATs, but we are also SAT optional for students. We offer merit scholarships. We are rolling admissions. And for New York and New Jersey students, we offer the same rate as our Connecticut students for tuition, room, board, and fees. And you also have your own personal financial aid counselor. And I will provide my personal email in the chat at the conclusion of the program. Thank you again for your time today, and have a great rest of your day. And don't forget to follow us on various social medias.
Thank you so much, Julio. So glad we're able to get the technology to cooperate with us. Thank you for sharing Western Connecticut State.
Thank you.
All right, we're going on to our next school. We're going to be learning all about the University of Hartford.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm just going to share my screen really quickly, make sure I can properly do this. Let's see.
I'll stay on, Emily, until
Perfect.
give you the
Can you
thumbs
see
up.
that?
Yes,
All
looks
set?
great.
Perfect.
Take it away.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Emily Daly. I'm a Senior Assistant Director of Admission at the University of Hartford, also a double alum of the university, so been around for a long time. The University of Hartford is my favorite thing to talk about, so I'm very happy to be here with you all today. I'm just going to talk a little bit about UHart and kind of what we are made of. So first and foremost, we were founded in 1877, but we became a university in 1957. We started as an art school as well as the Hartford College for Women, and we kind of transformed into what the University of Hartford is today. We are about a 350-acre campus. It's located in West Hartford, Connecticut, and this is the campus. You can see it right here in front of you on the screen. It's a beautiful campus. It's nice because it's a little bit secluded. We're kind of, I always like to call us kind of the best of both worlds. We're about 10 minutes outside of the city of Hartford, so right in the state capital, really a beautiful city with lots of things to do for the students, but we're kind of located right on the outside of it. So you have that kind of city experience, but we also have our own kind of private campus. Our campus is split into 2 halves. We have our academic side, which is what you are viewing on the screen in front of you, as well as our residential side as well too. We do guarantee housing for all 4 years for our students, and about 80% of our students do live on campus. So lots of opportunities for students to be on campus and present. We're similarly to a lot of our friends who are Connecticut schools here. We're about a 2-hour drive to Boston and a 2-hour drive to New York City. So kind of that nice in-between location. Just a little bit of our numbers. We're about 6,500 students total here at the university, with about 17 to 20 students per class. So small class sizes, individualized attention from professors. We're really kind of hands-on learning environment with an 8-to-1 student to faculty ratio. To talk a little bit about who we are here as a school, we have 7 schools and colleges that make up the University of Hartford. So we have our Hartford Art School, which is everything from ceramics to painting to graphic design, to the Hart School of Music, which is an extremely well-known music program that focuses on music, dance, and theater. We have our Barney School of Business, which is really conveniently, because we're right outside of the city of Hartford, a great opportunity for you to be right next to the insurance capital of the world, which is awesome. And then there's also our College of Engineering, Technology, and Architecture, which is an amazing program. Our College of Education, Nursing, and Health Professions, which has everything from nursing to physical therapy to occupational therapy. And we also have Hillier College, which I can certainly talk about a little bit more as well too. And then our College of Arts and Sciences, which is the program that I graduated from, things like criminal justice, sociology, history, English, all of that fun stuff. We've got a ton of new and growing programs at the university, things like data science, aerospace engineering, stage management, occupational therapy, nursing, digital media and journalism, data analytics, lots of opportunities for students to be able to have some really cool, new and innovative majors. So we're constantly trying to grow and add new programs as we kind of move through our time as an institution. To talk a little bit more about that, I want to talk a little bit about kind of some of our new and innovative things that we have going on here. One of my favorite things about the University of Hartford is that we often find, I feel like I've been around the university as a student and as a staff member for a long time, and each and every year we often find new things happening. There's always kind of new innovative new buildings. There's renovations to the residence halls, there's library renovations, you name it. There's always kind of something going on. And our most recent kind of new project has been our Hersey Center, which just opened in the fall of 2021. It opened in September. It is a brand new building with technology-rich classrooms, high-tech labs, maker spaces for our engineering students, simulation labs for our nursing students. It is a health professions and engineering kind of, amazing space. And really it's all about hands-on. There's robotics labs in here. There's maternity simulation suites. There's so many different things that you can think of that fall into our nursing health professions, as well as those engineering programs as well too. Absolutely amazing. Every time I go into it, I'm blown away, for sure. So a really cool, just kind of state-of-the-art facility that's really houses our extremely growing health professions and engineering majors. Next, I just want to talk a little bit about student life at the university. As I mentioned, I was a student back in the day, and one of my favorite things about the university is that there's always something to do. So we have over 100 student clubs and organizations, so tons of opportunities, whether it's something like an academic club that you're interested in, a community service club, athletic clubs, we've got intramural sports, club sports, we have honors organizations, different performance-based clubs. As I mentioned, we have our Hart School of Music, so we have tons of performance-based clubs, religious clubs, student leadership clubs, you name it. There's lots of things to do here at the university. So with that, we also have over 400 performances a year that are put on by our Hart School of Music, all free to university students. So it's an amazing opportunity to see some incredible performances, as well as 17 intercollegiate athletic teams, which sporting events are also free to students as well too. So there's certainly always lots to do on campus. Just to touch a little bit about on our application process, we accept the common application. We also have an application on our University of Hartford website. So there's definitely lots to do in terms of the application process, but either or works just fine for us. We require a personal statement. We are also test optional as well too, and at least one letter of recommendation. And each student who does apply to the University of Hartford and is acceptance will receive some form of merit-based scholarship. I'm gonna drop my email in the comment section as well too. But thank you so much for having me today. And I look forward to answering any questions you might have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Emily, for presenting on the University of Hartford. All right, we're on to our sixth school of the 6x6, Wentworth Institute of Technology.
All right, great, thank you. I'm just gonna share my screen. All right, hopefully everyone can see that. Let me know if you cannot.
Looks great, Pete.
All right, awesome, thank you. So my name is Pete Nelson. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions at Wentworth Institute of Technology. We are a small to medium-sized school. We're about 4,500 students located right in the heart of Boston. Wentworth was founded in 1904 to furnish the mechanical arts, and they kind of still stick to that today. So these are our 5 schools here that you see on this slide. It's a big, heavy focus in the STEM majors. Our School of Architecture and Design houses Architecture, Industrial Design, and Interior Design. Our School of Computing and Data Science houses Applied Math, Computer Networking, Computer Science, and one of our newer majors, like Cybersecurity. The School of Engineering is the biggest school at Wentworth. Mechanical Engineering is by far our most popular major. School of Management houses Business Management, CIS, and Construction Management. Then School of Sciences and Humanities has Applied Sciences, Computer Science and Society, and Applied Sciences is a pre-med major. We also have a bunch of 4+1 master's programs if you wanted to stick around and complete a master's degree in that 1 year. Our architecture master's degree 1-year program is our most popular. So kind of why Wentworth, what sets us apart? So all of those programs that I just showed there, all of our classes are going to be action-oriented, project-based learning. So small classes, about 16 students in each class, no big lecture halls, kind of all getting to work on project with other students. So this slide will show you kind of a typical classroom. So a lot of lab space, really promoting entrepreneurship, whether it be in the class, or we do have a program called Accelerate, where students can design or invent something. They do pitch rounds, so it's kind of like the show Shark Tank, where you can pitch something, get funding to make it. And some students have actually made some good money on what they've created at Wentworth. Right as a freshman, you do get use of all the machinery and everything on campus. We are a school where you do have to apply to a major. We don't have an undecided option. So it's a heavy focus on your major. So you'll be in your classes of your major right away. So if you're an engineering student, you're in those engineering classes right when you get there. The co-op program is definitely the biggest draw to Wentworth. So what this is every student completes 2 co-ops at Wentworth. So they are working full-time for 2 semesters in a paid position. The bottom of this slide here shows some of the companies that students work at. Co-ops are done all over the country. You have a designated co-op advisor that's going to help you find a good company to work for. Some students do choose to go back home to where they're from. So if you are interested in going back to New York and finding a company to work at there, plenty of students do that. So every student will graduate with a bachelor's degree and almost a full year of experience. So it really gives you a leg up when you are looking for a job. And there's a great chance that one of the companies you work for hires you right from graduation. So a ton of Wentworth grads that I talk to have a job lined up for themselves before they walk at graduation. And again, every co-op is a paid co-op. So students on average make about $20,000 on co-op. Most every co-op is done. Your first one in the spring of your junior year and the second one in the fall of your senior year. So your first 2 years with that hands-on work, you get a really good foundation of what you'll be doing when you get to your co-op your junior year. Again, we're a small to medium-sized school, so 16:1 student to faculty ratio, average class size 18 students. There's no TAs, every class is taught by a professor. We do guarantee housing, which is a great question to ask schools, especially city schools. Again, we're located right in the heart of Boston. For stuff going on campus, so we have 70 clubs and organizations. We have Division III NCAA sports, 9 club sports, and we're one of the colleges of the Fenway. So what's cool about Boston, it's just college kind of on top of college. We're one of the colleges of Fenway, so you could take classes at any of those schools, and those schools are Emmanuel College, Simmons University, Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, and Mass College of Art and Design. So students can cross-register for classes. We share some clubs, intramurals, social events. So every one of these schools is right next to each other, leading up to Fenway Park. So you get the perks of going to a smaller school, but kind of opens it up to meet students from all of these schools and all in a cool area leading up to Fenway Park. I'm from New York, so I'm not a Boston sports fan myself, but absolutely love going to Fenway Park to watch Red Sox games. All right, that one. And so also, even though we're right in the Boston area, we're on a 31-acre campus. So it feels more like a rural campus. You can kind of see in my background and from this slide that we're on one piece of property. So we have a quad, so you don't have to jump on a train to get to classes or anything from your dorms. 2 subway lines do come right to campus though, so it makes it easy to get around. Real quick, I'll go into the application process. So we have 2 early action deadlines, early action round 1 and early action round 2, and then regular decision. None of these are binding. We don't have any binding applications. So you apply, every decision is due by May 1st. You still have lots of times if you're accepted to let us know if you'd like to come or not. In your acceptance letter, we'll read your merit scholarship if you are accepted. And then to complete your application, again, we are a school where you do apply to a specific major. You'd send your high school transcripts, 2 letters of recommendation, list your extracurriculars, and a pre-calc is required for a lot of our programs. But if you don't have it, you can still get into those. You would just have to take it before you come, and we do offer it over the summer. And then we are test optional. So I know we're coming out of time here, but average GPA is 3.5 on a 4.0 scale. And this is, so I'd say kind of take away anything from Wentworth. If you're looking for a co-op school, you really want to get involved, working full-time, getting real experience, being right in the city. And if you like that hands-on approach, then Wentworth is a great fit for you.
Thank you so much, Pete, for sharing Wentworth. I want to make sure that before we wrap up, because we're coming toward the end, that we do get the Wentworth information in the chat. Attendees, I hope you've been keeping an eye out. All of our representatives putting their contact information, ways to follow up after today, because these 6 minutes are just a quick sneak peek. I hope that maybe one school or 2 schools drew you here, but you're actually now thinking, wait a second, I have to check out all 6 of these institutions, and definitely follow up after today for sure. All right. Well, as we're getting to the end, I don't like to be by myself when I say goodbye. So can I have all the representatives come back on camera? I just think it's a more fun way to wrap up. So thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate that, to see everyone's faces since we have been in community together today. So, all right, as we're wrapping up, key things to know. First of all, to all of our representatives, thank you for being here, taking time out of your day. It was easy to see not just those facts and figures, all those logistics of admissions, but the passion, the excitement you have, all the stories that you were sharing and hinting at for each of your schools. And I really appreciate that. And I really think that hopefully you will get these great attendees and viewers at home to follow up, ask more questions, and get to know each of you and everything your campus has to offer. For everyone who's watching, whether you attended live or you are watching the recording, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I hope this is helping you in your college search process. I know it can get overwhelming, but I promise you it is a fun journey ahead for you, and I wish you all the best with that. All right, now the logistics. After you close your window, attendees, I promise there's going to be a very quick 5-question survey. It's short, it's easy. We appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We hope you've enjoyed not just this session, but an earlier session as a part of the CASDA programming. We still have 1 round to go. It's not too late to join us. You can sign up at the same website where you registered for this session. Also remember that all of these presentations are going to be recorded and they will be posted in a few days' time in the coming week at the same website where you're registered. So you can watch it again, share this with family and friends, and catch up on the other presentations from great schools. So thanks again, everyone, for being here. All the best in 2022 to you and your families and friends. Have a good night, everyone.
Take care.